So we just want to take a couple minutes while you get to watch this boat tour that we're on right now and give you a little bit of information about something that happened right afterward. Basically, we landed at a dock a couple blocks away from the Grand Palace, which is where we were going to tour that day. And basically what happened is we got Shanghai'd. We got Shanghai'd in Bangkok. We ran into a gentleman. He said he was we just started a conversation with us. He was downtown because of the holiday. What holiday, you may ask? Well, there was no holiday, but we didn't know that. And he said, unfortunately, the Grand Palace is closed. It doesn't open till later in the afternoon, several hours from then. But if we wanted, we could see some of there were other things to see. He said he was a teacher, and he said be careful about the tuk-tuk drivers. Sometimes they'll charge you 300 and 400 baht for a ride, but it should never be more than 100 baht. And for 100 baht, you could see several other sites, and then at 1 o'clock they could take you to the Grand Palace. So he flagged one down for us, and he sent us on our way with this tuk-tuk. We thought, man, what a nice guy! What a nice Thai guy. Well, after after the one spot, we ran into another guy on the street at this first place this guy took us, and he was telling us about how he lost his wife in the tsunami and how he always regretted not buying her more things, and that if we go around the corner to this expo center, I could get something nice for my wife. You know, he described it sort of like a mall kind of thing. So the tuk-tuk driver took us there. Come to find out the whole thing is a setup. Those guys are plants. The Grand Palace was never closed. They just put us into a tuk-tuk and took us across the city in order to strong arm us into buying custom-made shirts or clothes or jewelry for my wife. So basically, it's just a scam, and so you just got to really be careful. The Thai people in general are friendly, but we ran into several of these guys all working together. They're all in cahoots, all trying to direct you to some place that for purposes that using lies and deception to do it. So just be really careful when it comes to that. But anyway, to make a long story short, we had to get insistent with them. We got back to the Grand Palace with no worries. It didn't cost us too much time, and then we got to tour it, and so that's what we're going to show you now.
Enter the next gate.
Okay. Okay, so we are in the Grand Palace, which is like it's the Grand Palace for the King of Thailand. It is enormous, and it is so hot outside, but it's just incredibly ornate. Everything is covered with something. Here comes Kendra. She had to take her shoes off for one part of it. It's so hot she has to get in the shade to put her shoes back on. So this is actually the Grand Palace. That other stuff was just like warming you up for the Grand Palace, which is hard to fathom. Amazing. This is the last sculpture as we leave the building. I think it's supposed to be a dragon, like a dork dragon or something. Well, stay away from me or I'll breathe fire on you. Okay, so this is the, I don't know, like the, I guess the dock where the royal barge used to be parked. Right behind me is the Grand Palace, and so they used to have this enormous barge that would park there, and this is the dock for it. So even the dock was all decorated up fancy. And then in October, November, when they have the big, they have their big ceremony where they set off all the lanterns. It was traditional for the king to go out and actually live on this enormous barge that he had, and he would be out there for all the ceremonies and things. Kind of interesting. I always feel like Big Buddha's watching me, and I have no privacy. Okay, this place, it's called, it looks like Wat Po, but it's actually Wat Po. And it's a big, basically just a big temple. They got that giant Buddha here, reclining Buddha they call it. This is the rest of the place. Look at the opulence. It's just, it's really staggering. I heard some Irish guy, they say that religions are like rappers. They wear their wealth out in front so everybody can see it. Oh, that's pretty interesting. Pretty good take, actually. So Kendra's sitting in the shade, catching some air before we head back to the hotel. I think we're about done for the day until this evening. Tops Market is on the bottom. Wow. Look at this place. Stephanie's Dream Shop. Look at the little B. N&B pancake. So they make a tiny little pancake, and it's either got savory stuff in it or sweet stuff. Look, these have crab. Look, crab. Some little hot dogs. Man, look over here. Look at all these baked goods. See there, who says sweets give you bad teeth? Look at that. Okay, so we've been looking for these, what do you call them? Steamed pork buns. They're famous here, and we found them, and we're going to try 2 of them. They're very spongy. And they got
paper on the bottom?
It's got like paper on the bottom, yeah.
Oh, that looks like barbecue.
I think that's the barbecue one.
Oh, interesting.
So we're going to give it a bite and see what happens.
Oh, this is completely different than what we had.
Really good. I could use a little salt, but it's really good. How's that one?
Not what I was expecting.
Try that and see what you think.
There's some spice in there.
It's got some spice in it?
Yeah.
It's so fluffy. It's almost like a marshmallow, like you're eating, like it should be sweet, but it's not. Okay, very different. All right, and how's the coffee?
Sweet and yummy. They famous for their Thai sweet coffee, right?
Oh, okay. Oh.
Carnation
Okay.
in it.
So it's full of carnation.
Oh yeah.
Well, stir it up and try it out.
Try it. Oh, that's got a kick to it.
Is that good?
Yeah. That's gonna keep me up all night.
Oh, it's good. It's not.
It's not.
I mean, it's sweet, but it's not so sweet that you can't stand it.
And I'm sure it's different depending on where it's made.
Yeah.
But I was actually expecting sweeter. So
That one's really good.
it's good.
Okay, so thumbs up on the steamed pork buns, and definitely on the sweet coffee.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is our last night in Bangkok, and we're in a little, it's basically a night market that's setting up, and they got all these little food stands, so we ordered a few little things. We're going to try them out, and we'll show you here in a minute. So what's your take on Bangkok so far? What do you think?
It's really big. It's taken like 40 minutes to an hour to get to
Anywhere.
the places we want to be. Love the hotel. I was very pleased.
Our hotel is really nice. Huge rooms, nice little, it's a little skinny pool, but it's nice.
Good air conditioning.
Really good air conditioning. Yeah, that's important here. It's it got up to 35 degrees Celsius, which is, I don't know what that is, but it's 90 something. Yeah, and really hot. So we've enjoyed Bangkok, but we're looking forward to getting to maybe a little bit smaller, just so we can kind of get around a little easier, know what we're doing.
Yeah, it's
you know.
hard. They have what they call Grab here, which is very similar to Uber,
It's their version of Uber.
but to me it doesn't work as well, like app-wise.
Yeah,
So
the
that was a little
app is,
harder.
Yeah, it's harder for them to locate you.
Yeah.
It's not as accurate. They can't see. There's no way to let them see where you're at, which is Uber allows you to do that, which is a lot better here than here.
But as far as it goes, they're relatively cheap, so it's not a bad price.
Yeah, that's true. Which one is that?
I think that's my rice.
Man, that looks good. I don't know what it is, but Kenny's gonna eat that up.
I
Okay,
have no idea.
so here's what we've ordered. This is a seafood. What is it?
Fried rice?
Some sort of seafood. I don't think there's rice in there.
We can't tell.
I think it's a seafood mix. This is a sweet and sour pork dish. This is spicy fried pork and green beans. And then Kendra was in the mood for rice, so she got rice with chicken and vegetables.
It's really good.
And it looks really good. So. Okay, so
Did it clear your sinuses?
between the heat, the temperature here, and the spice level and the things we just ate, I'm breathing freely. It was really good though. It was good.
Very good.
Very good variety. Nice, cheap.
Yeah.
And so now tomorrow we head off from here to Siem Reap.
They say Riyadh.
Reap.
Reap.
Siem Reap in Cambodia for a few days. So we'll see you in Cambodia.